How many of you, after decades together, have felt a quiet drift in your marriage? That familiar comfort is there. Yes, but perhaps some of the spark, the closeness, the deep connection that once defined your relationship has started to fade. Almost imperceptibly, it's a painful reality that many long-married couples face, especially as we navigate our 60s and beyond. Life gets busier, bodies change, and sometimes, without even realizing it, that special intimacy, both physical and emotional, can feel more like a distant memory than a present joy. You might find yourselves living more like roommates than soulmates, and it hurts. That quiet sadness, that unspoken distance, can weigh heavy on the heart. But what if I told you that one surprising conversation with someone you might not expect could hold the key to reigniting that flame? A urologist, of all people, shared something with a friend of mine, a dear man who, like many, was grappling with the silent challenges that can creep into a marriage after 65. What he revealed wasn't a magic pill, but a profound understanding of how our physical well-being is intricately tied to our deepest emotional connections. In this video, we're going to explore not just one thing, but a series of interconnected, simple habits, rooted in that very wisdom, that can help you rediscover vitality, intimacy, and that deep, fulfilling bond with your partner. Stick with me until the very end, because I promise you, there's something waiting for you that will truly surprise you. So, what was this eye-opening revelation from the urologist? This one thing that made such a difference. It wasn't about surgery or a complicated treatment. It was about blood flow. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Blood flow. How can that possibly save a marriage? But hear me out, because it's far more profound than it sounds. The urologist explained that for men, especially as we age, issues like erectile dysfunction, often simply called ED, are fundamentally about blood flow. It's not just about what happens in the bedroom, although that's a significant part of intimacy for many couples. It's about a man's confidence, his sense of vitality, his emotional well-being, and his ability to feel truly connected and present with his partner. When blood flow is compromised, whether it's due to narrowed arteries, high blood pressure, or even just the natural stiffening of blood vessels with age, it doesn't just affect one area of the body, it impacts everything. It affects energy levels, mental clarity, and even how vibrant and engaged you feel in daily life. For men, this can lead to feelings of frustration, embarrassment, and a gradual withdrawal from physical intimacy, which then, of course, creates a ripple effect throughout the entire relationship. The silence, the avoidance, the growing distance, it all stems from a deeply personal physical challenge that can feel isolating. The urologist emphasized that while there are medications, the real sustainable solution often lies in improving overall cardiovascular health, which directly translates to better blood flow everywhere, including the parts that matter most for marital intimacy. This isn't just about avoiding a pill. It's about reclaiming a fundamental part of youthful vitality. So, the first actionable habit, the absolute cornerstone of this one thing, is embracing a daily movement practice that specifically supports cardiovascular health and improves circulation. We're not talking about running marathons here. Unless you're up for it, we're talking about consistent, gentle, yet effective ways to get your blood moving. Think about it, even a brisk 30-minute walk every day can make an incredible difference. Imagine stepping out into the fresh air each morning, perhaps with your spouse, or even just on your own, feeling your heart rate gently rise, your lungs expand, and your muscles engage. This isn't just exercise, it's a daily ritual of self-care that directly benefits your entire circulatory system. It helps to keep your blood vessels flexible, reduces plaque buildup, and encourages better delivery of oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. And when blood flows freely, when your body feels more energized and responsive, your confidence soars. That newfound energy and confidence naturally spills over into your relationship. You feel more inclined to connect, to be playful, to embrace intimacy without the underlying worry or self-consciousness. My friend, the one whose marriage was saved, started with just 20 minutes of walking, 3 times a week. He gradually built up to 45 minutes, 5 days a week. He noticed not just a physical change, but a profound shift in his mood. He felt less irritable, more patient, and more optimistic. His wife, who initially just joined him for the fresh air, commented on how much more himself he seemed. This wasn't about dramatic weight loss or becoming an athlete. It was about consistently choosing to move his body, to honor its need for circulation. And in doing so, he started to chip away at the very physical barriers that had been subtly eroding their intimacy. Beyond walking, consider activities like swimming, cycling, or even gentle dancing. The key is consistency and finding something you genuinely enjoy, so it doesn't feel like a chore. If you have access to a pool, even just walking laps in the water provides wonderful resistance without putting stress on your joints. If you prefer to stay indoors, there are fantastic online resources for gentle cardio workouts tailored for our age group. The beauty of these activities is that they don't require expensive equipment or a gym membership. They are accessible to almost everyone, regardless of their current fitness level. Start small, listen to your body, and gradually increase the duration or intensity. The goal is to make your heart and blood vessels happy. And in doing so, you'll be giving a wonderful gift back to yourself and to your marriage. Because when you feel better, you show up better in every aspect of your life, especially for the one you love most. Now that we've really delved into the profound impact of daily movement on revitalizing not just your body, but your relationship, let's turn our attention to what you put into your body, because that plays an equally crucial role in sustaining this newfound vitality. So, we've talked about getting our bodies moving and what a difference that makes. But just as important as movement is what we fuel our bodies with. The second crucial habit, building directly on the first, is to nourish your body with foods that support healthy blood flow and overall vitality. This isn't about restrictive diets or counting calories obsessively. It's about making conscious choices that empower your body to function at its best, which, in turn, amplifies that sense of well-being and confidence that ripples into your relationship. Think of your circulatory system like a complex network of pipes. If you constantly send sludge down those pipes, they're eventually going to get clogged. The urologist explained that many of the same foods that are bad for your heart are also bad for your blood flow to other vital organs. So, what are we talking about? Focus on incorporating plenty of vibrant fruits and vegetables, especially those rich in antioxidants and nitrates, which help widen blood vessels. Think leafy greens like spinach and kale, beets, berries, and citrus fruits. These are nature's superfoods, packed with everything your body needs to keep those pipes clear and flexible. And don't forget healthy fats. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like fatty fish such as salmon or mackerel, flax seeds, and walnuts, are incredible for reducing inflammation and supporting cardiovascular health. A handful of almonds as a snack, a drizzle of olive oil on your salad. These small additions make a big difference over time. Limit processed foods, excessive sugars, and unhealthy saturated fats found in deep-fried items or highly processed snacks. These contribute to inflammation and can hinder blood flow, counteracting all the good work you're doing with movement. My friend and his wife started making simple swaps, replacing white bread with whole grains, adding a side salad to every dinner, and snacking on fruit instead of cookies. They even started experimenting with new recipes together, turning meal prep into a shared activity. This wasn't just about health. It became another avenue for connection, for doing something positive together. They found that when they felt lighter and more energized from better nutrition, they had more energy for each other, for conversations, for laughter, and for genuine intimacy. Now that we've talked about physical movement and nourishing foods, Let's consider something often overlooked: prioritizing restful and restorative sleep. You might wonder, how does sleep relate to a marriage? Or what a urologist might say about it? Well, the truth is, poor sleep wreaks havoc on your hormones, including testosterone in men, and it directly impacts your energy levels, mood, and even your desire for intimacy. When you're constantly tired, you're more prone to irritability, less patient, and less emotionally available. Your partner feels that. The urologist my friend consulted actually stressed the importance of sleep because it's during deep sleep that the body repairs itself, regulates hormones, and consolidates memories. A consistent lack of good sleep can elevate stress hormones, which further constricts blood vessels and dampens libido. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. This means creating a sleep-friendly environment: a dark, quiet, cool bedroom. Establish a relaxing bedtime routine, perhaps a warm bath, reading a book, or listening to calming music. Avoid screens an hour before bed, as the blue light can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that helps you sleep. If you or your partner snore heavily, or if you often wake up feeling unrested, it might be worth mentioning to your doctor, as conditions like sleep apnea can significantly impact overall health and vitality. When both partners are well rested, they are more present, more understanding, and more willing to engage in meaningful ways with each other. It's like hitting a reset button for your entire being, allowing you to show up as your best self for your spouse. Finally, and this might seem less directly physical, but it's absolutely vital for supporting that deep connection, cultivating a sense of shared purpose and playfulness in your relationship. The urologist's advice about physical health was a catalyst, but the result was the ability to re-engage with life and with each other. When you feel physically better, you have more energy to invest in activities that bring you joy as a couple. This could be anything from picking up a new hobby together, planning regular date nights, even if it's just cooking a special meal at home, or simply dedicating time each day to truly talk and listen to each other without distractions. My friend and his wife, once they started feeling better physically, began planning weekly adventure days, which might just be a drive to a new park, a visit to a local museum, or trying a new recipe. It wasn't grand gestures. It was consistent, intentional time together. This rekindled their friendship, their laughter, and reminded them why they fell in love in the first place. This playfulness, this shared pursuit of joy, creates emotional intimacy, which is the bedrock of lasting physical intimacy. When you feel connected on a deeper level, the physical connection naturally flourishes. These habits, from movement to nutrition to sleep and shared experiences, aren't isolated. They weave together to create a tapestry of well-being that truly strengthens the fabric of your marriage. We've walked through quite a journey today, haven't we? From understanding how fundamental blood flow is to our overall vitality and intimacy, to embracing daily movement that gets our hearts pumping and our spirits soaring. We've talked about the power of nourishing our bodies with the right foods, those vibrant, life-giving choices that keep our internal systems running smoothly. And we've highlighted the undeniable importance of deep, restorative sleep, the body's essential time for repair and rejuvenation, which directly impacts our mood and desire for connection. Finally, we touched on the magic of cultivating shared joy and purpose, of bringing that spark of playfulness back into our lives and our relationships. These aren't just isolated health tips. They are interconnected threads that, when woven together, create a stronger, more vibrant you, and a more fulfilling, intimate relationship with your partner. Remember that quiet drift we talked about at the beginning, that feeling of distance that can creep in over the years. What the urologist helped my friend understand, and what I hope you're seeing now, is that often, those emotional distances are underpinned by physical realities. When our bodies aren't feeling their best, when our energy is low, when confidence wanes, it's incredibly difficult to show up fully, lovingly, and intimately for our partners. But the beautiful truth is that small, consistent changes can create monumental shifts. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with one thing. Maybe it's a 15-minute walk today. Maybe it's adding one extra serving of vegetables to your dinner tonight. Maybe it's committing to turning off the TV an hour before bed. Each small step is a victory, a gentle nudge towards a healthier, happier you, and a more connected, passionate marriage. It's about being proactive, about investing in yourselves and in each other, not just for the sake of avoiding problems, but for the sheer joy of living a richer, more engaged life together. My friend's story is a testament to this. He didn't magically become 20 again, but he recaptured a sense of vitality and confidence he thought was lost forever. And that newfound vitality wasn't just physical. It transformed his outlook, his patience, his ability to truly listen and engage with his wife. Their renewed physical intimacy was a wonderful outcome, but it was built on a foundation of deeper emotional reconnection, shared laughter, and a mutual commitment to living their best lives together. That's the real one thing the urologist helped reveal, that treating your body with care isn't selfish. It's an act of love, both for yourself and for your marriage. It allows you to continue to give, to share, and to cherish the most important relationship in your life. This journey is about empowerment. It's about realizing that even as we age, we hold incredible power to influence our health, our happiness, and the depth of our relationships. Don't let age define or limit your ability to experience joy and intimacy. Embrace these simple, profound habits and watch as your energy, your confidence, and the spark in your marriage begins to glow brighter than ever before. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have any of these habits resonated with you? Have you found other simple changes that have made a profound difference in your health or your relationship? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your stories could inspire someone else on their own journey. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I share new insights and practical tips for living a vibrant, fulfilling life at every age, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. Remember, every single day is an opportunity to make choices that serve your well-being and strengthen your most cherished connections. Live your best life at every age, full of energy, love, and boundless possibility.